Hey Book Fighters, it is Friday, January 28th, and this week I read Matched by Ali Kandi. This book is about a dystopian society where all choices are made for you. It's set after an apocalypse that had to do with global warming, and the government decides everything. They decide when you're going to be married, when you are going to have kids, when you are going to, who you're going to marry, when you're going to die, what job you're going to go to. Everything is decided for you. And lives are pretty good. Just about everybody dies on the 80th birthday, and they've lived nice lives that are matched to a person they love, and everything is nice and dandy, except you don't have any choices. And this book really makes concrete this philosophical discussion about whether God's omniscience, which is his all-knowingness, if he does exist, whether it takes away from free will, and whether his knowing what you will do and what you will choose and all that stuff, that means that you don't choose. And the government in this book is God, and the people are the people. Because this government really, it works on probability, and it reads your dreams, has all this stuff, so it can decide what you'll choose, what you like, and it tries to make the best life for you, knowing that. Just like many people believe that God kind of does the same thing, except he doesn't focus on probability and stuff, he just knows everything. And the main character in the book, Cassie, is kind of realizing this problem, and her grandfather gave her this poem by Dylan Thomas, "Do not go gentle into that good night," and it's kind of about whether she wants to go gently into this place where she knows she will have a good life, whether just make her own decisions and rage against the society. Because who wants to be happy if you don't have a chance to be sad? I think that's the problem with it. It's just my problem with it. So I definitely like this book because it's a really good, easy read. I actually read it in like a day or two, but it did not take me long at all. It was just really engaging. I didn't like the ending though. It feels like the character has this huge chunk of a story that I just had to skip over that was kind of important. So I didn't like that at all. But it is part of a trilogy, so I hope the last book has a better ending than this one, which it should. And next week I'm going to read King Arthur, The Man and the Legend Revealed. I hope I'll have fun with that. Questions. Dan acts out writing in books, and for a while I really hated it. It didn't seem right at all. But for the past few years I kind of like come to enjoy it. I have like 3 or 4 notes in this book that I took. I have a couple reasons for supporting like writing in books. One, because books are actually kind of worthless themselves. It's the ideas and the story in the book that make it worthful. I mean, if my and I can see what meant a lot to me back then, and that's actually like as informative kind of as a diary or something to see like what thoughts Tower of London is. But people like carve their names in the stones like the 1600s and 1700s. You just feel like this connection with history and with time, and I think writing and books kind of just the same thing. The 3 books I read being on a desert island. On a desert island, they would probably all be books about how to get off / survive on a desert island. I have no survival skills. This question's a weird one to answer because you're supposed to give an answer not caring for the context. Like before what I gave wasn't a real answer. I would definitely be more inclined to bring journals and notebooks and create my own stories instead of having a finite number of stories and worlds. I'd rather create my own if I was forced to be somebody's like no entertainment. But I guess a 3 favorite books type thing. But Harry Potter would always win over other books. So Dan, I will see you Monday, and everybody have a good weekend.